Welcome to today's instruction on required orienting station setup equipment. Okay, and this is all the equipment required to set up an orienting station, or what we call an OS. The first item of equipment we're going to talk about is the digital protractor. And this digital protractor was chosen for its ease of use, and it runs off a 9-volt battery, so it's very easy to use. And all you basically do is point this bar at your object, which in this case would be the sun, right down the top rail, center mass of the object, and then turn the power on and get your reading. It comes up in a digital reading. Okay? And again, this runs on a 9-volt battery. It has a level dial in the center, and you always want to make sure that you're level. You'll note that this it's mounted on a platform base, and again, we use tape just for windy conditions to help stabilize it. But this whiteboard was selected basically so we can do our recording for the instrument reading right away, and we can write that measurement right on the whiteboard. Again, it's easy to use. Underneath the whiteboard, we have a mounting a strip of wood that helps mount it to the tripod. And again, this is mounted all to a tripod. Underneath the tripod, we have a stabilizer board. I use a stabilizer board to help shift the whole orienting station sometimes. Just depends on your surface. Here we're really level and flat, smooth surface, so not a whole lot of trouble. But some areas are rocky, and it's a lot easier just to put a stabilizer board under there. Help shift the whole orienting station. You'll note that we have what's called a plumb bob, and this is attached to a string line. This is used to position our orienting station over what we marked here with a black bottle cap, which is our sun survey point. Okay? We need a plumb bob to do that, to orient our station over the sun survey point. Anytime that we're observing the sun, we want to use eye protection, sunglasses, and a sun shield. Next item of equipment we'll talk about is the compass. You need a compass, and this is to measure azimuth to the sun once we complete our measured angle. And then we also want to use this compass to measure north-south, how we orient our marks device. Okay, our marks device is that piece of wood over there. Okay, so you need a compass. Again, this is a Lenzetic. You can use any compass. Next item of equipment is called the tri-level. Tri-level is basically used to check level of your OS platform base. Very easy to use. It's got 3 bubbles in the center. So we also link it in with our level just to make sure we're level. Our tripod level is base. Again, this is called the tri-level. Next item is a tape measure. This is metric and inches. Very easy to use. We want to check for our OS height. Again, we're using a 1/2 meter as our OS height. So you want to double check. You're going to need a tape measure to do that. Next item of equipment is the marks device. It's an 18 to 24 inch long piece of wood with a hole cut in the center. You'll note that the string line is suspended using nails or screws, and that's center line of the board. And that's so when the sun gets 90 degrees to that marks device, that shadow, you'll see the shadow line right there, that goes center line of that board. Again, that's going to be our survey point once it gets center line or 90 degrees to us. And on top of that, we have a single level cross level valve just to check for cross level. We don't want to add an additional error. These are all the pieces of equipment required for the orienting station setup. I'm Corey Kell. Thanks for watching.